happened in real life. Millions of bees loose on a Sacramento freeway. The bees got away when a truck full of hives overturned, and our Glenn Mason has the story.
Highway 99 near 12th Avenue was swarming today, but not with the usual form of traffic. According to the CHP, 27-year-old Jeffrey Anderson was northbound with a tractor-trailer loaded with bees when he was cut off by someone in a station wagon.
Mr. Anderson took evasive action to the left to avoid a collision. His trailer went out of control and immediately overturned and spilled about 200 boxes containing about 15 to 20 million bees.
Hundreds of hives littered the freeway, and while Caltrans crews and beekeepers struggled to contain the bees, those who escaped began to swarm on the overpass. It was about this time that discretion became the better part of reporter involvement. After being kissed 5 or 6 times, I decided the place to be was in the patrol car. So what about the ones that are nesting up there on the overpass? What's going to happen?
They'll just have to destroy them.
How many are up there, do you think?
I don't know. There's probably 50, 60,000 bees in each hive, and there was 504 hives of bees that got dumped here.
This might have been all in a day's work for beekeepers, but not so for Officer Harold Potter of the CHP. You ever run anything like this before?
First time ever, believe me. First time. Hope this is the last time also.
Entertain any thoughts of keeping bees?
Rongo dongo. No, this is as close as I want to get to honey for a long time.
It's taken the beekeepers about 3 hours to get everything cleaned up, and now traffic is pretty much back to normal. However, that traffic will once again be halted when the flamethrowers arrive from Placerville. Those flamethrowers arrived late this afternoon, and they made quick work on the bees that were calling the overpass their home. For those passing by in their cars today, this will all be just a memory tomorrow. But for those of us who felt the sting of these little critters, it's a day that we'll never forget. In Sacramento, this is Glenn Mason for Channel 3 Reports.
It is a freak occurrence, but ranchers in California's northern county
loaded with at least 100 beehives overturned. My Farm reports that there were millions of bees.
The bee spill happened around 10 o'clock this morning, right when thousands of people were headed for Mother's Day brunch. The California Highway Patrol says the driver of this truck was northbound on Highway 99 near 12th Avenue when one of its trailers overturned.
I was in the back asleep. I was told that somebody cut him off and was either hitting them and possibly killing them or dumping the load of bees.
The bees were dumped all right, millions of them, all hovering above this huge pile of beehives.
So I was talking to the driver, and he said the bees probably won't return to the hives until tonight. So I'm going to let Caltrans worry about it.
Some of the Caltrans employees who we talked to say they have never seen a bee wreck like this, and so they didn't know how to clean up the mess. About a handful of professional bee handlers were called to the rescue, but even the experts conceded there was little hopes of getting all the honeymakers back into their homes.
There's a lot of brood and young bees that will kind of stay on the frames, but these that are flying around are the more mature bees that usually go out and forage. They'll probably just lose them because we just see a big cloud down there.
While the bee handlers were busy picking up the hives, motorists waited patiently in the traffic jam, which stretched for 3 miles in both directions. How long of a wait?
Oh, probably 10, 15 minutes, I guess.
You're on your way to Mother's Day brunch or something?
That's
right?
it, Rancho Marietta, right.
You're a little bit late, aren't you?
Right, I'll be late.
These folks might be late, but most of the bees wouldn't even get to their destination at all. Authorities say by dark they would have to fumigate all the bees that refuse to return to their hives. My Farm, News 10, Sacramento.
Fortunately, no one was seriously injured, but a number of passers-by, CHP officers, and Caltrans workers were stung. One of our photographers, Gary Levin, also encountered the wrath of one bee during his effort to bring you that story, and Gary is doing just fine.
Got it right between the eyes.
Right there.
For months, college students in
when a semi-truck carrying thousands of bees overturned and spilled the angry insects all over the road. Highway patrol officers closed the highway, fearing more accidents from stung motorists, as Pat McConaughey reports.
The swarms of bees were turned loose when a truck trailer containing 200 hives overturned. The driver of that truck, 28-year-old Jeff Anderson, was northbound on 99 near 12th Avenue about 10 o'clock this morning when a tan wagon cut him off.
The truck driver slammed on his brakes, couldn't stop in time, tried to take evasive action to his left, And when we took the evasive action, the trailer started to tilt, came into the center divider. The trailer went all the way over, dumping the load on the southbound side. The driver, the station wagon, kept going.
Officers say there were at least 40,000 bees in each hive. Traffic was backed up for more than a mile on both sides of the freeway. It was later diverted away from the scene entirely. The unusual accident made the going a little tough for CHP officers who were directing traffic. This was not exactly all in a day's work, and motorists were warned to roll up their windows as they passed the undesirable debris. But several passers-by reportedly were stung. Beekeepers and the U.S. Department of Forestry officials had their work cut out for them in trying to round up the bees.
Well, there's a lot of brood and young bees that will kind of stay on the frames, but these that are flying around are the more mature bees that usually go out and forage. They'll probably just lose them because you just see that big cloud down there.
Cleanup took the balance of the afternoon, with all lanes finally opening at about 4:30 this afternoon. The whole incident was a first and hopefully a last for officers, motorists, and beekeepers alike. For News Plus, I'm Pat McConaughey.
Well, if you're planning a trip in your car for Memorial Day,
$9.99 plus $3 shipping and handling to FlowPro. Box 933.
4 million bees. Reporter Frank Simpson and photographer Mike Duncan were right in the middle of it, and they bring us this report.
Nearly 4 million of the angry, buzzing bees escaped during a truck accident this morning. It almost appeared as if a dark cloud was whirring over the accident site. The bees gained their release when a woman in a brown car cut across all lanes of traffic from the 12th Street on-ramp in front of a flatbed truck. The truck's trailer flipped over when the driver swerved to miss the disaster-bound car.
The first question after the bees escaped was what to do. And initially, everyone did nothing with the bees, but instead tried to clean up the road. The bees, once outside their domicile, merely swarmed in one place.
Caltrans, not wanting to be in the bee business, called in several private beekeepers who are registered on the county's swarm list. These people collect swarms in situations like these.
Basically, they're shook up, they're disoriented. I've been stung probably 100 times, but that's because I'm stirring them up. You can basically walk through there without getting stung if you're careful and slow and don't go swatting. And swatting them and swinging your arms is what gets you in trouble.
Traffic on Highway 99 backed up 3 miles in each direction for several hours, and it didn't take motorists long to roll up their windows when they got close enough to see what the problem was. By late afternoon, the highway had been cleared, and the swarm of bees not able to be captured were disposed of with a flamethrower. Frank Simpson, News Watch 13, Sacramento.